They just seem
I can't see you.
I'll move.
That's right. I'm mucking around. Go.
They just seem to have the answers. It wasn't a bad effort, but
Yeah, I think you're right. I think first quarter, we certainly come down with good intent, feel like we understand them. And what we knew about them, we wanted to take off they were able to do. So we knew they have a spare at times, but then the ability to get back and number that off from us wasn't at the level. And they took 31 uncontested marks in the first quarter and scored really quite easily off that. But we thought we had plenty of opportunities in the first as well. We had more shots. We had more shots than them, I think, at one point. So that was promising. So we thought if we can keep that going, take away their uncontested game down here, because it's only a skinny ground, they shouldn't have been able to do it, which we did, right? So we equalised, and I thought we had a really good second quarter. And I thought at half times, and then late in that quarter, they were trying to do some stuff to, still goes into bounds, and they flip them around to get a +1. So we just equalised in front of the ball, did that pretty well. So we're coming out at half time doing that. They did a few things to try and get that +1 again behind the ball. But we're alert to it. But then their contest and pressure, they pinned us in our back 50. So that's been a bit of common thread when the wheels fall off a little bit. We just lose getting out of there. And that was that the forwards too far ahead. We're not using our number. We were just spent in the contest. I think it's going to be a whole package of them that come together. So that was the game. And then last quarter we changed up our midfield, just put Taru forward to have a look at him. Naz kept him going in there, put Hall in the midfield to have a look at him, injected Hunter Clark in there, just changed it up a little bit. And I thought we really come for a fair period. In the last was a lot to like. And then and really simple. I thought some of their quality when there was opportunities made more things of their opportunities than when we created opportunities. We felt there's probably too many times we didn't make something of those opportunities, if that makes sense. So that's probably the disappointing part, whether it be a drop mark and a fumble. So yeah, I thought for Wilkie's 150 we come down with a real spirit to play, and then once we found them and were able to equalise the tricky cats, we did that pretty well.
how are they tricky, or is it something?
Well, you sort of know what they're doing, but you need people to concentrate. You want to stay instinctive and aggressive and connected. So, but in the end, I thought their tackles were stronger. They were cleaner with their head over the ball. So that's not tricky. That's tough and composed. They had 28 forward 50 tackles, we had 5, so the week before we had 22. I think there's a little bit about method and finding them, but sometimes it's just having strong tackles.
Obviously, Wilkie's a great
Pardon?
player. Obviously, Wilkie's a great player, strong to set mark, that put Blitzards on him, which do you reckon impacted?
Yeah, probably. Like, we got him to Cameron late, but we had Taru Cameron, and that's probably the juxtaposition. I think it's a great... I rate when Cameron's going the best player in Australia, right? So, and his ability to take opportunities. And then we had Taru on him, and he kicked 4-2 on him, mostly. And in the end, we changed it, but we thought, well, you can't bite that experience, right? So you've got to go through that, and hopefully over a pre-season, he's a ripping kid. He'll learn from one of the best players in Australia. Then in the end, we put Wilkie to him. So then Cameron comes up and plays a little bit higher, right? So then you just shuffle to get him back to Dangerfield. So, yeah.
What did you make of Hall when you put him in the middle?
Who?
Hall.
Really liked it. He's improving. He's a part of our future. So he's been a real win for us. I thought Nazaya in there all day. We didn't budge on that. He was pretty good, wasn't he? He was okay. 36 and 2-2 out of the midfield, so goal-kicking midfielder. That's all a work in progress. I think McRae and Steele over the last month have been superb for us. We have a look at Heath, so there's a bit going on, but we're disappointed. We'd like to have come down here to win, right? So, lose the first quarter by 22, win the second by 7, lose the third by 22, win the last by 5. So we'd like to get more consistent.
So how important are the next few weeks in terms of finding that win? I mean, you've got to win them.
Yeah, no, I'm not on the emotional roller coaster. We want to sing the song. Like, I thought we were really, really good against Swans. Could have got it done, should have got it done. Hawthorn the same. Freo bar 1 quarter, Collingwood bar 15 minutes. So there's a lot to like, but in the short term, we aim to win, and in the long term, execute on strategy.
Obviously, besides playing great footy, certain players are always contract situation. Everyone, like, same supporters on their own, where it's at, you get asked a lot. What do you think of that?
What do I think about what our supporters wanting to know?
No.
All good things. I really respect Danny Maguire in the fullness of time, right? That was one of his specials. Lean into the camera, Ross, in the fullness of time. There you go. Thanks, mate.